Are we even surprised anymore? Are we even surprised anymore? I got fired again. You know, every time I have to tell one of these stories, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy. And right now, I have a raging headache. A raging headache. So, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to hear it. I don't want to hear, oh, why don't you just get to the point? Listen, I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough day, and I don't want to think about if my pronunciation or my flow is perfect, okay? So, I used dark psychology on my coworker and I got fired, basically. And some of the client, or not clients, some of the escape room visitors. So how did this begin? And this all started when my friend used dark psychology on me, and ever since then it had me thinking, like, you know, maybe I should be using dark psychology too. You know, why is dark psychology only for, you know, master manipulators? Like, surely I can get into this field if I just kind of start practicing. So that's what I did. I started easy. I only had 1 or 2 pawns to begin with, and I just slowly started manipulating them and controlling them. Like, I was making them my tools. And then when I, you know, got this new job, I was like, why don't I start expanding my repertoire? Why don't I start manipulating my coworker? So I had this new coworker. She got the job the day after I did. So I kind of, you know, I was a little higher up in the ladder, okay? She was below me, so she had to ask me for help a lot, and I was like, you know, this is the perfect chance for me to begin manipulating. And if you're watching this video and you want to get into dark manipulation, dark psychology, just click off, because I don't want this to be a tutorial. I'm not advising that you do this. This is like for mature audiences, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, you know, what I'm saying is I don't want you to replicate anything I did or I'm doing, okay? So yeah, basically she showed up at the workplace and whatever, and I was like, oh, you got like Instagram or something? And yeah, she's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, what about a number and whatever? And already things were going well. You know, I got to know her a little bit, which was nice. Again, a person on a scooter. It's like, and it's always in the same spot too. What is this? Why are they always on their fucking scooters? Sorry. Oh, I said the F-bomb. Sorry. It's like every video I have to be some dirty dog with inappropriate language. I'm sorry. But anyway, we were at work, and I was watching the cameras while she was running the desk. You know, they were doing the escape room like usual. And someone called to book an appointment, but her pen ran out of ink. Because you have to fill out a form, whatever, every time someone wants to book one. So she asked me if I have a pen. And this is already when I realized that I can begin utilizing dark psychology. So what I did was I asked her, do you send? Because she asked me for a pen, so I said, do you send? And this was already kind of my way of cracking into her subconscious, kind of already gaining control. We got a little ambulance. Yeah, so, you know, this is just a small trick, but don't ever use this, because, you know, I'll get to why I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have started using dark psychology. And she was like, what the hell are you talking about? Right? So maybe it didn't work properly right away, but yeah, anyway. freaking ambulance. What happened was, oh, this guy just, all right, what lane are you gonna go into, man? You gonna choose one, or it's going back and forth, back and forth? Basically, I said, do you send? And she was like, what the hell are you talking about? I just need a pen. So, I left the room because at this point, she was in my headquarters, kind of where I was watching the screen. I left that room and I went for a walk because, you know, I have to let the what I said kind of settle for a little bit. Like, I had to let it sink in. Oh my God. And it was actually great that I did this, because at this point she started texting me. She was like, where are you going? What's going on? Because we did exchange information. And this was like a perfect moment for me to you know, input some more dark psychology. So I texted, what are you wearing right now? And that just worked like a charm. Like, she was already under my control. And she was already being manipulated. So, you know, and this is kind of where it started getting dangerous, because she was fully under my command. I kind of hacked into the hive mind at work. And what happened was I started to mind control the people visiting the escape room as well. So I had some people who asked for a hint. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't have to do this. Maybe I can just say like, well, isn't it obvious? And so I said that. And they began, you know, freaking out like, oh my God, what's going on? And soon enough, they were questioning their whole life. Yeah, pretty simple for a guy like me. You know, they were questioning why their divorce happened, you know, why they didn't get custody of the kids, all these things because of my dark manipulation. So, my fucking God, I hate you, 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 I hate you. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Anyway, yeah, I started mind controlling these guys, and at this point, my boss started to pick up on my dark psychology. I don't even know how. I feel like he probably uses it himself, because otherwise he'd never pick up on this. He started asking why, you know, I kept asking if she sends in the workplace, but, you know, why I was doing it was to keep her on her toes so that she would still be under my manipulation. Oh fuck! Look, the screw needs to be tightened. Okay, this should not just like, that's not right. That's not right at all. But anyway, he was like, "What are you doing, man? Why are you doing this? Why are you asking her that?" And I really couldn't find like a good excuse. So I figured maybe it would work on him. So I just asked him, "Do you send?" And I wasn't able to make him my pawn. He's like, "What are you even doing? Who even are you?" And I was like, "I'm the manipulator." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, and you're the manipulated." Because I figured maybe if I just said it, he would believe me. Like, maybe I could just convince him that it was working. And it was going downhill. It was going downhill fast. I felt like he was gonna make me resign or something, or like kind of hint, or I don't know. I was getting worrisome. So I called my dark psychology ex-friend. He's not really my friend anymore because he used dark psychology on me. I already explained this kind of the story, but and yeah, and he picked up the phone and he said, "Hello, this is manipulator speaking. Who is this?" And well, I was gonna say manipulator as well, but he already said it, so I said, you know, this is pawn, because I didn't want him to hang up because I needed his help. So he said, "Oh, hey, tool." And now I started getting annoyed because, like, why are you doing this? Like, I already kind of conceded, but this is like he's taunting me, really. So that was super annoying. And at this point, the boss is like talking to me, and I'm just on the phone, like, hey, I'm Pawn. And now he's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's like, you know, I don't know if you're fit for this job. And he just said you have to go. We don't allow dark psychology at the workplace. And I was like, what? And he's like, we're gonna have to get HR involved because your coworker reported to me that you wanted to see her nude. And I was like, what are you talking about? I never said anything about that. All I asked, it was, do you send? It could have been, you know, do you send homework? Do you send pictures of cats? You know, whatever. So HR apparently got involved. I don't know. I was already gone. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't even care because that job sucked. I already explained why it sucked. This guy's honking like the light's gonna get any, you know, any less red. It's not gonna change. Whatever. But yeah, anyway, the job sucked. You know, the biggest problem with the job is not all the idiots who kind of make my life hell, is that like it actually started to get taxing. I guess the first day I had, there was not a lot of people, so it wasn't so bad, but every day since then, it's just been like constant people. I guess people kept seeing my YouTube videos, so they're like, yeah, I want to go. And you know, they were all probably fans of me, which is why they wanted to go to my work. But it was getting really annoying, and the problem is all these idiots will drag all the chairs to the middle of the room to start taking apart the smoke detector or whatever, or peeling off the cabinets. And you know, they have an hour in there, and then I have maybe less than 10 minutes to put everything back. I have to put everything back the way it was before the next person, you know, gets to go. So it's not doable. It's really not doable. I can't do it in 10 minutes. When they peel everything off, you know, I became like an A1 mechanic, okay? Or a D1. I don't know. I don't really know how that scoring system works. Is that from sports? I don't watch any. So anyway, yeah, you know, it's rough. It's rough for sure. And yeah, I don't know what to really say. I'm kind of glad okay, I didn't really get fired because I did kind of resign last second. I just want to put that out there for any other employers listening. I didn't get fired. It was like a personal decision. I also realized when my boss said like, maybe you aren't fit for this role, I realized he was kind of hinting that like I deserve better. That I need to aim for higher. So that's kind of what I did. Yeah, anyway. I got fired, or sorry, I quit my job. So yeah, that's kind of my story. I know it's kind of a weak one today, so sorry. Like, I don't know what to say, my head hurts. I don't even want to keep talking anymore because I feel like it's just gonna get worse. It really does suck. What the fuck? This light was counting down, like the pedestrian light, and then it just went back to green. It's like a reset. That's weird. That's very weird. It's like someone used dark psychology on the stoplight. But yeah, maybe in my next video I'll be sharing some more friendly techniques on maybe how to make yourself gay, or I don't know, just some other, you know, silly fun ideas. So if you guys have some ideas on what I should teach you guys using dark psychology, maybe let me know down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So have a good one.